The Hundred Years' War, a protracted dynastic struggle between the kingdoms of England and France, defined the late Middle Ages. While the war is often remembered for heroic knights and legendary battles like Crécy and Agincourt, its true legacy for millions of ordinary people was not glory, but devastation. This conflict, which stretched over a century, turned the French countryside into a battleground where the civilian population became the primary victim. As the war dragged on, the nature of medieval warfare changed. Both sides, unable to achieve a decisive battlefield victory, turned to a brutal strategy of economic warfare known as chevauchée. This involved mass-scale raiding and plundering of the enemy's countryside. Armies would intentionally burn villages, destroy crops, and slaughter livestock, all to break the enemy's will and deprive them of resources. The result was widespread famine and destitution for the peasantry, who bore the brunt of this violence. Adding to the suffering was the rise of free companies, bands of unemployed mercenaries and soldiers who, during lulls in the fighting, would roam the countryside extorting payment from villages. They were a lawless and terrifying presence, a consequence of a prolonged conflict that produced a class of armed men with no loyalty but to their own survival. For the civilian population, the identity of the marauder, whether English, French, or mercenary, was irrelevant. The outcome was always the same. The Hundred Years' War shattered the romantic ideal of chivalric warfare. It was a conflict that exposed the true cost of dynastic ambition, demonstrating how a war fought by a few nobles at the top could utterly destroy the lives of countless non-combatants at the bottom. The widespread injustice and suffering inflicted on the French peasantry stands as a stark testament to the true price of total war.